When will I be good enough to be all I wanna be? When will I be good enough to live my life and be free? When will I dance till the morning lights up my day? When? Vibrations of light, vibrations of hope.
We are here in the studios of Stephen Endelman, and this is a man who is all about vibrations. He's all about music, he's all about healing, he's all about a journey. He has an amazing story to tell. You've had an unbelievable journey over the last couple of years.
Well, actually, this past Saturday, I celebrated my 4th rebirthday. And people say, what's a rebirthday? Well, a rebirthday is generally given to you after you've had a bone marrow transplant. I was wrongly diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. By November of 2009, I was rushed to the hospital because I'd stopped breathing. And I remember getting in the ambulance, and then I fell asleep, and I fully woke up on February the 17th. I'd been in ICU for 3.5 weeks, and I'd been intubated, and I'd woken up completely atrophied, only to find out that I'd had the rarest, most uncommon form of brain cancer, and the most chance of survival was a bone marrow transplant. When I was in the hospital, all I wanted to do was give back. What can I do to give back? I was on this mission. I think it was really hard. At the time, I was so enthusiastic to be alive. And that's all I wanted to do, give back, thank everybody for bringing me back to life. Now it's 4 years later. I developed an idea, which initially is called the Sunny Dancer Cancer Show. It's going to be a show, a half-hour television show, which takes people from all walks of life, who've had all kinds of issues in their lives. And they've come out of it through certain means, whether they've gone through the thing spiritually, emotionally, scientifically, athletically, all of those things. But they'll be inspiring. They will be inspiring to those people who are in bed in hospital, in rehab somewhere else, stuck in a prison, desperate for one thing or another. The two things we know for sure is that we are born and we die. That's it, simple. In between that, everything along the way are lessons that we are meant to solve and learn from. I've learnt a certain number of things from this experience. One is that you can't take any material possessions with you when you die. You can't. So what do you take with you? You take the connections that you make in this life with you. I have this unfathomable, indistinguishable appetite for meeting and discovering people. I mean, my doctors will tell me it's my frontal lobes, because my frontal lobes were damaged. It's just made me totally open, completely open to everything and anybody, because at the end of the day, we are all the same. We are all the same species. Doesn't matter what denomination, religion you are, doesn't matter your sexual orientation, color, race, religion, nothing. We are all the same. We are all connected. All this species, the human species, we are all connected to God. The supercomputer that's up there somewhere, by which we're all connected. And I have a feeling that this is going to sound out there, guys, and I don't know the science properly, but our third eye, our middle eye, right? Yeah. That is stimulated by the pituitary and the pineal gland here, there and there. So I got a feeling, if one day we could see it, these glands, when they're activated, they send a wave out there. We all do it. All of us do it. And they all go up there and they're all connected to some supercomputer.
Hey.
And that's why nothing is random. I can't explain why everybody I meet today, literally everybody I meet who I start talking to somehow is connected to this disease anyway. I think it's because I'm connected to this disease. Perhaps if I'd have had something else, I'd be connected to that. There is something about being part of a new club. And this club seems to be the biggest club I could ever be part of.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to call it the cancer club, but it is a disease club. Everybody's been affected by this disease. You know, a lot of people have asked me about death, given the fact that I was pretty much dead, and they call it a near-death experience, which I've now read quite a lot about. I don't think I die. I don't think I'm going to die, and I don't think any of us really die. I'm absolutely not afraid of death at all. Death is not something to fear. Death is part of our evolution.
In my eyes, you are heroic in the fact that you have turned those experiences around and taken them out. And that is, to me, what it is to be a hero. You appear to be a man that knows where he's going, he knows his direction.
Because now I know better.
Yes.
No one can do anything to me. That's the other thing. The other thing that's really liberating about having been so monumentally sick and coming back to life is that everything else pales in significance. It's not like I'm invincible. I'm not saying that. It's not like I've come back as an invincible being. Watching your body disintegrate to nothing, literally dying and being very confused about the process, then waking up not being able to move at all, completely atrophied, trying to get off the bed but you couldn't, trying to walk but you can't, trying to eat and the food and this and all that nonsense that went on. That's unpleasant. So what else could be bad? Nothing. Nothing pales to that, I think. Once you've been to that place that I think I went to, and you come back, it just changes your perspective on everything. But I do trust in the fundamental beliefs of what we started this whole discussion with. I know that I'm born, therefore I trust that I was born.
Yep.
And I know that I trust I'm going to die because I know I'm going to trust that I'm going to die. I know that anything along the way is a lesson that I'm going to learn. And I'm not a religious going person. I never have been. But I know that somebody's looking after me somewhere on this planet.
Yes.
In the world, somewhere up there, anywhere, don't care. Somebody is watching over me and looking after me. Otherwise, why am I still here? 3 years ago when I met you, I was still not well, really. I still had lots of, stuff going on in my head. I was still trying to find myself again. And 3 years later, not only have I found myself, I think, I've also realized that you can find yourself today, but you can evolve by tomorrow. You can change, and change is good. You can change, you can move forward. My mother read me a note, a school essay I wrote when I was about 10.
Yeah.
And it was like one of those essays, what do you want to be when you're grown up? And I wrote in this essay, well, I want 11 children, so I can both have a football team, soccer in America, but football where we're from, and a string quintet. Don't want to have any more borders. I don't want any more passports. I want everybody to marry everybody else and have a totally mixed group of people. No religions, everything should be one.
Oh.
We all must be one.
That makes sense now.
And I did that when I was 10. And now I just get exponentially happier when we finally got equal marriage for everybody and equality for everybody in the United States. Obama posthumously awarded Bayard Rustin, a relative of mine, the Medal of Honor for organizing the 1963 March on Washington. I was so monumentally excited for him. Here you have a black, early member of a communist party, pacifist, and most importantly, openly gay man. We move forward. We're moving forward all the time.
Equality.
Yeah, equality. We're all equal, man.
Yes.
Doesn't matter where you're from, what your work of life is, but fundamentally, at the end of the day, and when they say in the eyes of God, right, we're all equal. When we die, absolutely, man. Doesn't matter what happens to you in this life, we are all equal before we're born and after we die.
And one of the greatest equalizers of all is music.
Music is also incredibly important in the process of life and healing. I'm absolutely sure about that. The Greeks knew it. They said it, wrote about it. The Romans did. You know, for them it was music, food. Those were the cures to the soul. Music definitely is fundamental to our well-being and healing.
Thank you for this amazing opportunity to talk with you and to experience part of your life. And
My pleasure.
on that note, I want to say just many blessings to you, and
Thank you.
may we have many times that we can spend together.
Yeah. Do this again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless.